How's it, everyone? Back with another one. We are here on SoccerBeat. We have just watched the clash between SuperSport United, Kaizer Chiefs. SuperSport coming away with a 1-0 win here. A little bit of an upset, I think, obviously after the 4-0 in the cup. A lot of people expected Chiefs to come in and do the business again, but Gavin Hunt has upset the apple cart here. Tefs, what are your first impressions on that game? How did Gavin Hunt get one over Kaizer Chiefs here?
Yeah, Mike, it was an interesting game. I think tactically Gavin got it right this time. He denied Kaizer Chiefs space. Especially in the middle and behind his defense. So they were more playing low block defense, and they were very compact in the midfield. They denied them space, and they couldn't get Sirino on the ball. And we all know if Sirino is on the ball, he's the one that's making the Chiefs attack. To come alive. So. I think well done to Coach Gavin and his team there. Tactically they were spot on.
Yeah, in the last stream, we chatted about this exact thing. You said to me, what's going to happen to Kaizer Chiefs if Sirino either is not there or he's not on form? What happens to Kaizer Chiefs? And I think we saw an example of that tonight. Sirino wasn't his usual self. He couldn't get him on the ball. And as a result, Kaizer Chiefs struggled to create chances. Obviously, a ton of shots from outside the box. I think Zwane had 3 long distance efforts. Velakazi had a really good strike, but all from outside the box, long distance efforts. Yeah, you called it. You said when Sirino is not on form, what's going to happen to Kaizer Chiefs' attack? And we saw that tonight.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, the space, he couldn't get the space to play. And again, with low block, it needs clever players. How do you unlock a defense that's playing low block? It needs individual brilliance and a bit of combination play. And we didn't see much of that from Kaizer Chiefs. And I think going forward, the Kaizer Chiefs coach, he has to come up with a plan of how to unlock a low block defense. Because listen, teams they've been studying them, they've seen that Serino is the guy that makes the attack tick. So it will be interesting to see going forward how do they get to win games if teams tries to frustrate them and play on a counter.
Yeah, I was surprised that he took off Sirino. I think it was around the 55-minute mark. If you sort of worked out how that game was going to pan out, especially in the last 30 minutes, SuperSport was obviously going to drop deeper and deeper and deeper, eventually to the point where I think they're playing with about six at the back. And even when Sirino is off form, he still has that ability to find that one pass that can unlock a defense. So I would have found a way to keep him on the pitch. Bring on Velakazi because Velakazi also brought a bit of magic, can also unlock a defense as well. I would have dropped one of my holding midfielders, maybe taken off Zwane or Mart, and found a way to play with 2 10s and play with 1 6 to somehow put more people in that final third. I don't know what you would have done in that situation, but I just think that Sirino, no matter how, even if you can't find him, when he eventually gets the ball, he has the keys to unlock the closed shop.
Yeah, maybe try play with 2 10s, or they call them 2 8s. It depends on how you look at it. Sometimes, and try to get your fullbacks high, because I felt that cross. Of course, it's the system or the tactics of the team. Like he in the first half, he hardly went forward. They only used the River on the other side to when they on the attack. So it was a game. I felt that it needed both fullbacks to try and help out in the attack. And yeah, try bring Serino in the 10 space. I think if he played in that role, he was gonna get more on the ball. If you look at Mdu Shabalala, he was the one that's getting more on the ball, but most of his passes, man, he played too many diagonal passes to the right wing or the right full back. These passes were not the penetrating, dangerous passes. So Serino is the guy that's got that finesse in the final third, to unlock a defense with a pass. So yeah, maybe they should have kept him on the field for maybe till this 75, 80th minute to see what he gives them. But in this game, I would love to see Serena being moved from the wide area to the number 10 space.
Yeah. 100%. Um, yeah, so I mean, obviously, this leaves us with more answers than leaves us with more questions than answers leading into the cup game against Sundowns, obviously. But before we get to that, we'll head to a quick break with Betway, and we'll be back in a few.
You see, it was this game that turned boys into giants. Even today's aces inherited the name from those who came before. Usabutha lo mlilo, buzalwa abaziyo, bazokutshela. Lisegazini, forever.
Betway is giving customers a chance to win big with their 4 to score free weekly prediction. Simply predict the first teams to score in 4 Betway Premiership matches, and you could win 50,000 Rand. Scan the QR code on screen now to enter. Get way more with Betway. Standard T's and C's apply.
Thanks for staying with us, guys, on SoccerBeat. Make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms. Make sure you've hit the bell notifications as well so that you get notified every single time we drop a YouTube video. So you get to see our analysis on all the games, the top 3, Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns. We will always be here to give you our analysis on the games. So make sure you hit that like button. Tips, what is this now? Where does this put Kaizer Chiefs off the back of this game? Does it bring more questions? I think Chiefs fans thought they were back on track. They were starting to push towards a top 3, top 4 finish. Has this now tainted your view of what Nabi's trying to achieve there, or you just think that it's a bump in the road?
No, it's a bump in the road. Listen, when you're playing league games, it's a long season, Mikey. If you believe how many games I've played now, 5, right? If I'm not mistaken, So it's still
Yeah, I think
early
Chiefs
days
has
of
played 4. I think Chiefs only played 4. 1, 2, last 2 is their current record,
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
So it's still early. It's still early days, Mike. It's only 4 games in the season, and it doesn't make them a bad team. Or again, it doesn't change my view that they will finish top 4, or at least top 4 in the league. It's just a bump in the road, and you want these games to happen earlier on the season, so the coach, give the coach time and something, to work on, like going forward. If they faced again with a similar situation, how do they come up tops? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were starting to write off Gavin Hunt. They were starting to say us in the media. There was a lot being said about Gavin Hunt. Football's left him with some of the headlines I've seen. A lot of negativity surrounding Gavin Hunt, and you just have to realize that this guy, he's been around the block many, many times. It's very hard to count out a coach. He knows how to get a group of players going. He doesn't necessarily have the strongest squad at the moment. He has a very young squad, but to get that SuperSport team over the line against a rampant Kaizer Chiefs, I think he's done a phenomenal job there.
Yes, yes, he's spot on there, Mike. Look at him. He made a lot of changes, from the keeper, to the. Surely made like 5, 6 changes to his team, and he managed to get the results, and get 3 points from a Kaizer Chiefs team. And to be honest, he's faced tough opponent. Played Pirates already, I think twice, and he's played Chiefs again. So those are not easy games, and we all know Coach Gavin. We all know what he's made of, and he's an experienced coach, definitely experienced coach. And I myself, I didn't doubt. Sometimes you need time to work on things. Especially if you release a lot of players and you get new guys in the team. You need time, for integration and understanding and building relationships in the teams. So you need time, and I'm sure he will get it right. And this is a huge confident booster for his team going forward.
Yeah. Now looking forward to obviously the big game next weekend. If you are Sundowns and Ubangoba, what are you looking at this Kaizer Chiefs? What weaknesses have they shown in this game that will make Mangoba sit up and take notice and think about exploiting in that cup game?
With Sundowns, they on the upper hand. They already have won against Chiefs. They won the league game, but with Sundowns, they'll dominate the game. They want to be in possession. not like last season, but they want to in moments where they have to keep position, they'll keep position. But obviously, they also know that once Sirino is not affecting the game, or if Sirino is not getting on the ball much, so the Chiefs attack is not that dangerous. And yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting game because also Coach Nabi has played against Sundowns. He knows Sundowns by now, and let's see how he set up his team for the Sundowns game. And it's a cup game, Mike. It's not like a league game where you have next week to rectify. It's a cup game. You lose, you out.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we'll wrap it up here. SuperSport getting a 1-0 win over Kaizer Chiefs. Big shout out to Gavin Hunt bouncing back there, and a former teammate of mine who I thought was phenomenal, Tucker Mbandwa as well. Some great saves, a goalkeeper. So just a shout out to Tucker as well. I think he was phenomenal tonight. That's all from SoccerBeat, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Tip, sign us out.
Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Gamina Gawena. See you guys in the next one.